Greetings and welcome back to SmartWatch Ticks. A big shout out to LightInTheBox for sending out a brand new smartwatch, Bluetooth, water resistant, so forth band. Yeah, we really scraped here and there and up and down to find this. It really looked sharp. It's called the W15 and it fits all of these specifications. And when we got it in, this is what it looks like. It's the X3. You remember we reviewed the X3? In black from Microwear? Well, this is another one of those incidences where the same thing by a different name, it comes out. And this is worthy of its own review. It truly is, because this is the X3, aka also known as the W15, but this time it's in gold. It's in beautiful gold. Metal bands, both of them. Snaps has got the PPG heart rate sensor, the charging connectors here. Very thin, very nice little band. Easy to operate. Wow. And inside the box, you have the charging clasp like we've seen before, and the user's manual, even called the X3. So we have done this. We've been there. I'm going to run through the manual one more time with you. And then what we're going to do is cut over to the app, because the Tethering App is what's really magic about this. And we spent a long time going over that one. So those of you who are new to this, you're going to get a chance to see that part of the original review. And those of you who have already seen it can skip forward a bit, where we do some of the testing of the band and the app together. Okay? You're going to be seeing the black one, quite a bit of it, as we go through the app review, but I'd like you to have a chance to see the gold one on. This thing is great. And look at all the colors, your steps and your miles and your calories, all different color screen, the heart rate section. Oh, the place where you can actually do the online blood pressure. You're going to see all that. The training options with the band, where you press and hold and you can go into a variety of different things like skipping rope, swimming, back out of training. You can go into messages, where you'll be able to read your actual messages on the screen. Different functions that you get into here. You find the phone, where you change the dials, your information, and resetting the whole device or turning it off, all right there in the functions. So this is it, and it's GloryFit is the name of the app you're going to want to download, and here's what it looks like. And the app GloryFit loads up, and then you're into your home screen, which gives you your basic information, how many steps you've walked today, last night's sleep, your latest blood pressure, and heart rate and blood pressure. You have a weekly synopsis, which you have to be logged in order to gain access to this, and I haven't set up an account yet. The Smart section is where you can configure your device the way you want. You can raise your hand to activate it, reject a call, bracelet looking for mobile phone. There, it just finished syncing up again. How long you want it to show on the screen, from 5 to 15 seconds when you activate it. Define the bracelet, sedentary reminder, all this typical kind of things. Heart rate monitoring. You can do real-time, ongoing, or static, your choice. And you can have it do an every 2-hour timed heart rate test. You have a do not disturb zone time-wise that you can schedule. Then you can turn off the vibration and messaging. And I found out last night it also turns off the screen. I couldn't even touch it to turn on the screen to be able to see what time it was. It was totally off, which actually I like. I don't like it when I'm wearing something and it starts flashing in the middle of the night. You have WeChat Sports, third-party app that it also can connect with. And you can turn on and off your call reminder or your SMS reminders, or when you go more, you have all of these, your standard social media app. And we have your Me tab, where you have the X3 band that's binded or tethered. You can unbind it. You can check for firmware upgrade or do a factory reset all from there. You can set your overall sports goal, and then you can get a little bit of information, update the app itself and its version number. Okay, let's look at the data that we've collected. Here's steps. You go in here and it's today's broken down by the hour. I really haven't done much with it today. Weekly, you can see today and yesterday. I can't switch to yesterday directly, but it's showing you some overall information. Ice cream and train carriages. Huh. And how many points I've earned toward my total weekly goal of 8,000, I guess, times 7 days. And then you have some monthly totals as well. Your daily is for today. There, I can slide to yesterday and the day before. So you can look at your overall step information. You can share that stuff out from here. And you can look at your sleep time. Here is my overall sleep information for last night. It shows you categories by color of how well you slept. Awake time is in the light blue, light sleep, and then deep sleep, all broken up for a total of 2.5 hours all through the night. And there's your totals. Then you got your weekly summary and your monthly summary. So you can work on improving your sleep quality over time. And this will give you that information without it vibrating or flashing or doing anything strange during the night. Your heart rate information, you can start and actually activate the band while it's on your wrist to collect your real-time heart rate. And if you get into here, by going here, your historical record, when you do a continuous heart rate measurement for at least 1 minute, it will record that in its history. And here's a little over 5-minute test where I have a low, an average, and a high heart rate. So if you're out training and you're really, pushing it and you want to make sure you capture your range of heart rate during your aerobic part of your workout, this band can do that. As long as it's getting you accurate heart rate while you're moving your arm all over the place, flying around and doing your exercise. I can go back to yesterday. Here's a couple of more readings. And it just shows you basically those 3 figures. Your lowest, your result, and your highest. And then your average, averaged over that time. And that's it. I like that cute one with the heart in it. Your heart wave, huh? Okay, that's the heart, and then there's your overall blood pressure. And again, you can start it from here and get a blood pressure reading. And if we get into it, I'm not sure how we get into it. I thought I got into it. Oh, there we go. I guess you just touched the circle. There, it produces a chart for you that shows you your overall systolic and diastolic readings on a chart over time, as well as the time on the date that you got your overall reading. And then, of course, you've got that also by day. So rather robust data collection app here. And again, you can activate the blood pressure or the heart rate from the band, from the app, or you can put the unit on your arm, which is easy to do. Flip it around, hook it. You can adjust it to a variety of different distances. Click it in place, and there you are. Now, just again, so you don't get confused, that was a review of the X3, which is identical to this W15 from LightInTheBox that we're reviewing today in gold. The watch is available in any color you like from LightInTheBox. This happens to be the gold one that they sent, and we're going to go a little deeper into what it looks like when you go into the different apps on the watch. We're going to do that on the black one right now. Here's one of the watch faces in color. You tap down below, it shows you your step count, your distance, and your calories burned based on the computations from your biometric data you put in there, your height, your weight, your gender, your age, all of that. When you land on the heart rate, you just have to go there and just let go, and it'll automatically start recording your heart rate. And if I have the app on, you see where it says stop now. It's actually in the mode of displaying and recording that heart rate. And again, if I go for at least a minute, then it will be tracking the maximum, minimum, average, and your current rate. So if you have this, if you're on a treadmill, for example, or something, you can have this up by the treadmill and you can be watching dynamically the heart information without having to look at the band. Or you've got a nice color band you can look at. If I tap it again, I go over to blood pressure. This stopped. And if I go over here, you notice that this is going now, because now that changed from start to stop. And it's going to be going through its process of determining the blood pressure, which is different, of course, than a pulse rate that you get dynamically moving across the screen. This will take its measurement, flash the result on the screen, and change and update the numbers here. And so far, that was the last reading, and it's showing a high pressure and a low. I don't know if that's overall high of all measurements or that was the measurement before this. It does take a while, so we're going to give it a few moments. There we go. All right, let's continue on the band. The next category we get to is training. If you press and hold, you can select skipping or swimming, and then it's back to training. So I guess it automatically selects the other ones. You have messages, press and hold. And if you have any, there's a little Chinese character. It'll show them there. The next is called function. Press and hold, and you can do the find your phone. You can change the dial. You can get the model information. You can actually reset the band or turn it off. And that's functions. And then you're back around looping again. So in the functions section, when you press and hold, and you get to the dials, you can press and hold and see other dials that you can select. There's that one. Another one that's analog, regular one, and that's it. Let's try that one. Press and hold, and it takes it, and now we're in that dial. Okay, and that's pretty much what it does. Pretty easy, straightforward, very responsive, very fast. Gives you the data that you need when you need it with a good, strong, tethered app that gives you a nice historical overview. Once again, just to summarize, we've got basically the same watch by two different names, the Microwear X3 and this W15, available from LightInTheBox. Check the show notes down below for the link to pick this one up. They're great watches. They're identical and different. They come in different configurations with different band colors, and they do everything you've just seen in this consolidated multiple review of the device. You've been watching Smartwatch Tips. We appreciate your subscription and visiting our sponsors when you can, and taking advantage of the specials they offer. And we will see you back here real soon with some more incredible products, wearables for your arm. Take care.